It's easy to ignore financial milestones because no matter how much success you have, it will always feel like you could be doing better. I'll wait until I'm debt-free, or I'll wait until I'm a millionaire to celebrate my progress. Setting the bar high for yourself does have its benefits, but the reality is that finding success with money is a result of making many small achievements over time. You must take note of these and celebrate the small successes along the way. This helps you keep track of your progress. Take a look at these financial milestones so you can identify them and be proud of yourself when you achieve them. You might have already achieved these financial milestones without even realizing it. Fully funding an emergency fund. Saving enough money for an emergency is a significant accomplishment. Having cash savings isn't the most exciting achievement, but it's critically important because it's not a matter of if an emergency expense will arise, it's a matter of when. Having money saved up means you can deal with these challenges as they arise without causing a disastrous domino effect. One of the most common mistakes individuals make is failing to save enough for an emergency. Anyone who wants to make significant financial progress must address this. Even though it doesn't appear to be so, reaching the milestone of 3 to 6 months of spending in cash and a savings account is a wonderful milestone. Earning passive income. Beginning to receive passive income from investments implies that a new door with limitless possibilities has opened for you. Your money is now working for you, which means you're earning money in methods other than working. In theory, you are now making money while you sleep. It doesn't have to be much at first, and it frequently starts off comically little. However, if you understand how compound interest and investment operate, you will see how powerful a modest bit of interest may be. To illustrate the power of compound interest, consider this. A penny that doubles every day for 30 days rises to an astonishing $5.4 million. You'll be happy with the process when you start to see the money working for you and increasing on its own, and you'll want to keep adding to it so it grows even quicker. Buying a home. The most significant advantage of becoming a homeowner is that your housing bills are now reasonably set. This is an incredible achievement, especially that the overall cost of owning a property is equivalent to the cost of renting. Home ownership can have drawbacks, and it may be costly. Therefore, it is not suitable for everyone. However, if you are no longer a tenant, you are no longer subject to annual rent hikes. The expense of home ownership will climb year after year, but the amount you paid for the property will never alter. Home ownership costs may be divided into two broad groups. One half is your mortgage payment, which will never alter if you have a fixed-rate mortgage. The other half is made up of variable expenditures, like taxes, insurance, utilities, and upkeep. In a nutshell, homeownership is a half-fixed expenditure. We haven't even gotten to the frosting on the cake, which is that your mortgage debt is lowered each month, and a home's value is expected to rise. Paying cash for a car. Paying cash for a good automobile is a major accomplishment in more ways than one. First and foremost, you have resisted the temptations of buying a brand new automobile or financing one that is beyond your means, which is more than most people can say. Second, because you now own the automobile completely, you have no monthly car payment, which frees up your budget. You'll still need to save up for its replacement, but it'll be far less expensive than the alternative because you won't be wasting thousands on depreciation and interest. When most consumers are up to their eyeballs in auto payments, the concept of purchasing a brand new car is exalted, to say the least. Owning a new automobile can be associated with lower maintenance expenses, but the additional expenses of financing, depreciation, taxes, and insurance are generally significantly more than the cost of keeping a dependable used vehicle. Having a good credit score. Increasing your credit score and attaining a decent figure is a major accomplishment that is quite simple and affordable to accomplish. Why should I care about my credit, you may be wondering? That just implies that I will be able to borrow more money. That's correct. However, what a strong score does for you is provide you with additional chances. You're suddenly a better borrower in the eyes of the bank, and you have access to lower-cost financing. This implies you'll have more chances to use so-called good debt to help you grow wealthy. It is not a must for financial well-being, but it is another tool in the toolbox. If you haven't already, you now have a higher chance of purchasing a home, and your payment and interest rate will be more reasonable. If you're thinking about investing in real estate, you'll have an easier time financing it. You may opt to borrow money for items that you would normally pay cash for and invest the lump sum instead. You could achieve this quickly and at little to no expense to yourself, largely by making on-time payments. Earning more than you're spending. While it may seem obvious to spend less than you make, the fact is that many people struggle to keep their spending levels below what they earn. They fall to cheap credit, fast satisfaction, and buying stuff they don't really need. And before they realize it, they're in a problem. Being able to keep your costs to less than your income implies you can avoid the temptation to acquire every sparkling product that catches your attention. This is wonderful in and of itself, since you have command of the situation and are not easily convinced. It also implies that you can discover ways to save money and eliminate waste in your budget, which is easier said than done. This is a little achievement, but it indicates that your future is bright. Diversifying income. Even if you make the majority of your money from your main job or 9 to 5 like most people, you're likely to be more satisfied when you earn your first dollar from a diverse revenue source. Starting a side hustle and making money, even if it's a little amount, is a major accomplishment. Not only are you spreading your eggs rather than relying only on your boss to sign your paycheck, but you're also looking into other ways to make money. Even though these little side hustles don't make a lot of money, their potential is generally considerably higher than your 9 to 5 job. Depending on your side business, it may be scalable, which means the income potential is virtually limitless. When you compare it to your primary work, you'll see how starting to diversify your income is a major step. Achieving a $10,000 net worth. There's little doubt that celebrating a $1 million net worth is more thrilling than celebrating a $10,000 net worth, but most individuals will have to wait a bit longer. Most of the time, it will take decades. Regardless, having a net worth of $10,000 is a significant achievement, since it signifies that you are putting work into your money. You're not going to be worth $10,000 or more by mistake, so this is a significant accomplishment. Borrowing money for items with no collateral might quickly put you in the red when it comes to your net worth, because student loans, credit card debt, personal loans, and medical debt have no underlying value. They have a direct impact on your net worth. Reaching $10,000 indicates that you're approaching the finish line, and things should pick up speed from here. Small victories are easy to overlook, since they don't necessarily seem like a huge deal at the time. But you can't wait until you're a multi-millionaire to celebrate your development. Achieving huge goals is simply a series of smaller actions and triumphs. Furthermore, if you don't make it a habit to track them beforehand, you'll find yourself changing the goalpost to the point where you'll never attain them. In other words, even if you become a multi-millionaire, you won't consider it a big deal, and you won't want to rejoice until you have, say, $5 million. Keep note of these milestones, so you can celebrate when you reach them. If you completely disregard financial milestones, it will appear as if you never achieve any genuine financial progress, which might be problematic in the future.